Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna talk about change, how to change, and what is change exactly. And I'm gonna explain you a little bit my journey when I started, all that personal growth, changing, and why it was not working until the day that I finally understood how to make it work and how to really change my life. So I'm gonna try to explain you how I did it, and then you can do it for yourself and explain you a little bit more. At 19 years old, that's when I really started going into personal growth. I had a major motorcycle accident, doing flip with the bike at 240 kilometer on the highway. Young and stupid, yes. And but nothing really happened. I didn't break anything, and that's an event that doctor can't explain. I was like invincible. You know, I crashed. I had a few third-degree burn, but 240 kilometers, no gear. I had just a jacket, leather jacket, which lifted and burned, third-degree burn here, a little bit all over my body, but nothing else happened to me. I stand up and I went to pick up my bike, and they had to bring me to the hospital, which I was 6 months off work. And I had nothing to do, you know, because I was third-degree burn, couldn't really do activity. My ankle was swollen, but I had no major fracture, nothing. So this was already a mystical experience, and I was always called into that Egyptian and how they were doing stuff. So I decided to invest that 6 months of my life, and I started watching The Secret and reading those books, Think and Grow Rich, and I was doing it out of ego. So I was trying to manifest in my life, but without the right intention. So I was pure ego, trying to manifest money, trying to manifest stuff. And I was reading, and this last few years of my life. A few years, maybe until 26, 27, I'm not gonna explain you what happened is, I was trying to manifest. I was doing, spend like you're a millionaire and you're gonna become a millionaire. You need to be in that state of mind and this and that. And all I was trying to do is to change my future, but with the same intention. So the same thoughts, same choice, same action and behavior, same experience, same feeling, and that was still my old state of being. So I wanted something different, but without really changing stuff. I was kind of changing, sometime a little, then you get afraid of the unknown, so you get back on track on your old self. And it's kind of like insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result, which didn't really work for me. And 24 years old, I did a bankruptcy, trying to get rich and all that stuff, spending more than I could afford, to be cool and to have stuff, material stuff, and be in the ego. And then I went back on track and I started to change my life, but as everybody, I was scared of the unknown. When you start to change, you need to go out of your comfort zone, out of what you know. And what happened is people, they have this behavior. It's the same thing as in fitness. They have all those old habits, and when they start to change, sometimes they quit because it's not going fast enough. They're scared, they don't know, like they get lost. And the thing is, guys, you need to remember, you've been doing those patterns for years, 20, 30, 40 years, whatever old you are, for fitness or for your life being. You've been conditioning your body, and your body is wired super hard because it's been years and years and years of the same pattern. So in order to take massive action and change your life, and you're gonna develop new feeling, new action, new thoughts, but it need to be sustained, and it need to be with the right intention. And what happened, guys, when you do it out of ego is 5% of your thoughts and everything is conscious, and 95% is subconscious. So everything is wired so hard in your subconscious mind, in your brain, in the back, like the computer running everything, that even if you start thinking positive and doing all that positive thinking and all that stuff, it's not really gonna manifest or change your life, because you're fighting with 5% versus 95%. That's where you're gonna need to change the 95% in the back. And you need to rewire your brain. You need to rewire that subconscious mind in order to achieve that. And I started doing it a little bit after 24 years old. I was in a 1.5 year relationship. I quit my relationship, was really, really bad. And I learned a lot from all those previous relationship. Now it's been like 5 years I'm single. I had to work myself, become the best version of myself in order to attract the person that I want in my life also. But after that, I was crushed, I was depressed, I had no money because I did bankruptcy, and I had to start my life all over again. So I started doing stuff kind of the right way, which I'm gonna explain to you, but not 100%. And there was a major change. I think in 2019, I sold everything I owned. I had luxury condo, luxury Mercedes, like I had money. I was living the dream, spending money in restaurants every week, but I was not happy, guys. I was not fulfilled because I was searching for that exterior validation, all that ego, all that 3D to make me feel something inside. But seeking outside for change is not gonna bring anything and is not gonna make lasting change in your inside. So I decided to sell everything, go to Bali. And you're gonna notice, guys, that when you travel, because you're out of your known reality, your same routine, same choice, same thoughts, that you feel different. Let's say you go to Dominican Republic and all-inclusive for 1 week. I'm gonna explain you something. Every morning you wake up, it's like you're a clean slate. You can decide whatever you wanna put in your mind, your body, and everything. But you wake up in your house that you know the room. Your cell phone is next to you. You go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, you go on all those routine. You do the same stuff. Then maybe you go to the same work. You have the same partner. Like everything is the same, your routine. So it's really hard to change your subconscious mind if everything's around it, trigger it back to your old self, if you understand what I mean. And one thing I was doing subconsciously that I was not aware of, and that's why I had a lot of change in my life, I was moving. Every year I was moving to a different apartment, and I was kind of starting fresh. And I was like, okay, I'm moving, I'm gonna do this, and it was easier for me. And every time I was moving, I was having a better start, a better change. I was making things happen faster, manifesting faster, and I was doing it kind of without actually knowing what I was doing until really 2019, end of it, and 2020, I really realized. I'm gonna try to explain you how I did it to create the reality that I live in and how I create future reality. So what I was explaining is when you're traveling, you're actually feeling so happy, so fulfilled, because you're out of your reality. Your old self is not really gonna be there. Now with cell phone, you can still bring a part of it. Let's not lie about that. But in general, you kind of escape your old self. And how you think, how you feel, and how you act is what you call your personality. And it's like your ego, yourself is attached to it. It wanna go back to it. As soon as you're fear of the unknown, you're gonna get back to it like really quick. So you have to do it over and over and hardwire a new pattern, new behavior, new change. So you're gonna need to change your morning routine. You're gonna need to change your behavior, maybe your friends around you. Because also it's like if you're an alcoholic and all your friends are drinking and you're trying to quit, it might not be the best circle. Same thing if you don't have friends that empower you, like it might be hard for you, but you need to let go of those old emotion, old pattern, like of your old self. You can love those people and spend more time alone and find a new circle. It doesn't mean that you don't love those people anymore. It might mean that you grow out of your circle, and even if you love those friends, you let them in the past. So what happened is your conditioned past create your future. But as I said, how can you expect a different future if you're always doing the same past? And there was a study that proved that 50% of what you talk about your past is actually not really happened that way. Yet like your memory is tricking you. Your brain can make you believe whatever it wants you to believe. And it's been proven if you focus really hard on something, your brain doesn't do the difference between if it's really happening or if your thoughts are creating it. Same thing if you start thinking about, let's say I'm scared of giving a conferences and I'm supposed to give a conferences in 2 days and I start to stress about it. The stress is really changing my inside, the feeling and everything. Even if the event is in the future, I can change my present moment state just with the thoughts alone. So this is super powerful, guys. It's like when you're gonna go jump skydiving. Like, you think about jumping, and if you're scared of heights, you're gonna trigger all those emotion in your body. Even though you're not jumping right now, you still have all those emotions. See how powerful is that? And what I was saying is, you need to change your past and let it go and focus on the present moment and do stuff differently in order to have new action and new result. So this being said, guys, what happened is an habit. You need to change your habit. Your habits are it's trigger a routine and reward, and your past is really anchored in yourself very hard, because it was like, let's say that your ex cheated on you. You bring that in the present, and you're gonna attract that in the future, because you're still so attached to the emotion of cheating because it hurt you in the past. And instead of living in the present moment and let it go of that emotion in order to create a new future and manifest the new partner that you want, you're so focused on your past and the feeling that you're attached to that you create that new reality, and it's the same. So you need to let go. You need to jump in the unknown in order to create the future that you want. And in the previous video, I explained to you that you need an elevated emotion in order to really create, which in the first part of my life, I think from 19 to like 27, 28, sometime I was manifesting because I was out of being grateful and love, but the rest of the time I was still in the ego and trying to manifest for the wrong reason and the wrong way. So sometimes it was working, sometimes it was not working, and then you start doubting yourself and this and that. But the more you align your intention with elevated emotion, the more it's gonna work, and the more you're gonna believe it, and the more you're gonna reinforce and rewire your brain and be able to change your future. And now I believe it 100%. So let's talk about the survival emotion, which are the first three chakra center of your body, which are not really good emotion. It's gonna be doubt, fear, anger, insecurity, worry, anxiety, judgment, competition, hostility, sadness, guilt, shame, depression, lust. And on the scale of vibration, all those emotions vibrate so low. They're like 150, 170. And when we want to manifest and have elevated emotion like gratitude, self-love, joy, inspiration, peace, wholeness, trust, knowingness, present, empowerment, which are like 5, 6, 700 and higher, those emotion is how you want to create your actual future. And you need to feel empowered, you need to feel abundant, you need to feel the gratitude and the love before you can attract. So if you want to have money, you can't feel like you're missing something and you're lacking and you need and you want money. You need to feel abundant before you can attract it in your life, which is kind of scary. It's like the unknown. Same thing for a relationship. You can't feel love and you can't find love if you don't feel it inside of you. Like right now in 2020, I learned to really, really go deep inside of me and love myself and be 100% comfortable in being alone. Like, I'm not scared of my shadows. I'm not scared of my own demon. And that's what people, when they don't like to be alone, it's because they're scared to be with themselves and with their thoughts. And your thoughts and your ego is always there to try to get back. It's gonna fight. So you need to be aligned in the present moment. And this is the hardest part, and it was the hardest part for me in order to create those emotions and be present in the present moment. That's why in 2019, I left 3 months to Bali to be completely far away from my friend, far away from everything that I know, and just try to enjoy the present moment, because I was addicted to my cell phone. I was addicted to all that stuff like social media, validation, like creating and all those fake beliefs, and I wanted to get out of that. So I did a drastic change, sold everything I own, and I left. I just left for Bali. And I traveled to Australia, I traveled a little bit the world, like Spain, Turkey. I did a lot of places, came back, and then I decided that I wanted to go live in Los Angeles. So I moved to Los Angeles, and it's been a year that I'm here. And Los Angeles for me was a dream. I wanted always to live there. So I just decided to make it my new home, and I decided to just create out of pure gratitude and consciousness and love, which was really different. And guys, I'm not perfect. I'm still every day trying to stay present in the present moment and create a future out of the unknown, instead of going back to the previous Mike that was all ego and attracting the wrong person in his life. And when you do this, you're gonna notice that life become really easy. When you're aligned with your purpose, change is gonna happen and you're gonna attract. People call it coincidence. I call it really creating, because when you're in line with life and you can generate from the field, you actually gonna see a lot of good thing happening to you. You need to be a good human and have those elevated emotion. So in order to cross the river of change, as I said, you're gonna need to face the unknown, which often people get scared of. And the last thing is, you need new thoughts, new change, new action and behavior, new experience, new feeling, and then you're gonna create a new state of being. And you're gonna need a massive of everything that I just said. Like, so you're gonna need to trigger and make those emotion and feel and be happy in the present moment. So guys, this is how you really change. You really make massive change in your life, and that's how you can create the new reality. I hope it helped you. We're gonna see more in future video, but that was a major change I did in 2019 and 2020, that I was not able to create the future and the life that I wanted. And I'm gonna explain you in a future video how I almost quit social media in 2020 because I had trouble being in the present moment and staying there. So yeah, I created a massive change, and I'm creating even more. And now I'm just sharing with you my journey. I don't say that I hold the truth. This is how I did it, and I hope it inspires you. I'll see you in another video.